Okay, another day, another project here on the motorhome. Yesterday I did manage to finish up the wiring on the battery to get the meter finished out so I can determine how much power is being drawn from the batteries. And don't know if you can see that or not, but seems to be working right now. I've got the GPS on and the radio on, and I've got a couple of small batteries over here charging, and we're pulling about 1 amp right now from the batteries, and we've got 13.8 volts going in, and I guess the batteries are pretty well fully topped off is what it's indicating. So little to no amps coming in on that. So I guess that's all okay for right now. But the project today is going to be installing the new radio. Here's the old one over here. The Alpine that was in it was dead, would not turn on no matter what. And here's the one that I had in my truck, and I replaced it. Perfectly good, but I just wanted one that had GPS and other stuff in it. So that's the hole that's going to go in. And if you can see these bundles of wires right here, that's the rat's nest I've got to get figured out. So this is just a whole bunch of wires, and of course nothing is labeled. And unfortunately the clip that to the harness that goes into the old radio is just a slightly bit different than the one for the new radio. So just a little bit difference in size on those. So it'll be trying to switch these out. Some of the wires are the same as far as color goes, but there's a few of them that are not. So it's going to be just trying to figure this out, winging it, and hope for the best, and don't let the blue smoke out of this radio whenever I turn it on. All right, let me get to work on this, and we'll get back in a bit. Okay, making progress. You can see that bundle of wires. Well, I think, not positive, but I think I'm there. And if you listen, there is music coming out of the speakers, although it is country music, and sometimes I question the music part of that. But no flames on that one, please. Just my personal opinion. I prefer different music. All right, well, let me get back to see if I can get this thing installed in the dashboard now, and those wires tucked away and neatened up and bundled and taped off and whatever, and we'll be back in a bit. Okay, I've got it all buttoned up. All the wires have been taped and bundled. Everything looks good. The radio seems to be playing just fine. Seems to be that the balance is all the way to the back, or most of it anyway. And I can't seem to figure out how to get that changed, so I'll have to check into that. But otherwise, it seems to be playing, got good sound, got some programs, our stations programmed in, so that's looking good. The monitor over here, that's all still good. Everything's working just fine. So there we go, another project I can check off the list. Hopefully you enjoyed this, and we'll see you later with our next project. Oh, just by way of information, there are no country stations programmed in on this radio. Talk to you later.